What's up? I welcome back from Honkai Impact 3. Drugs. No, I don't do drugs, okay? Oh, cocaine. It couldn't have been more than a week ago, before she met this girl who called herself Delta. At the alchemist shop, Seele clenched her purse and her eyes kept jumping between the shelves. One crude crystallite. Oh, actually, I'll have two. And one moonlit agent. Plus 3 rumble berries. Thanks. Oh, by the way, I already got her outfit. So, hey! Shop assistant. Coming right up. Here you are. That'll be 30 gold. That's so pricey. Huh? Oh, sorry. I forgot to bring my purse. I'm so sorry. Seele bowed to the shop assistant repeatedly before she turned around and left in a hurry. Ooh, look at that alley. Long after she couldn't even see the shop, Seele stopped and sighed in relief before she sat down on the street bench. Of course, it is still too early for me to upgrade my weapon. She took out a slice of dry bread and began to eat. Crumbs fell down and attracted many pigeons. She paid no heed to these birds. She took out a booklet titled Adventurer's Guide, version 2, 0.3, with Bronya's notes, and skipped to the last page. P.S. Don't worry for me, Seele. I will defeat the Dark Lord and come back to you in no time. But in case I don't make it back, don't come looking for me. But Bronya, I always thought Bronya addiction. I've got to look for you. Her hand gently slid through the worn page as if to feel the warmth left by the last reader. Huh? My gold is running out. I should probably go to the Adventurers Guild to pick up some errands and get paid. Let's follow the guide step by step and I'll become a worthy adventurer one day, like Bronya. Is she talking to me? Seele stood up abruptly and patted her cheeks. Like this. That's right, Seele. You can do it. Seele! You can absolutely do it. The plural Seele is Seele, then I don't know, Bronya still Bronya. 1 hour later, Adventurers Guild. My name is Seele. Wow, this music. Alright, got it. No need to yell. Miss, where do you come from? I came from a village called Andine's Tale. It's a bit far away. Took me 7 days on the adventurer's path. Adventurer's path? It's been a long while since anyone set foot on it. Yeah, I didn't see anyone else on the trail. And our village doesn't get any visitors these days. Oh. My flower shop is not having any business either. And there's no one to bring me any news about Bronya. So I had to close the shop and come here myself to find Bronya. Which means you were an NPC at the flower shop and now you wanna turn adventurer? What does NPC mean? Look it up. Oh no, you literally know nothing. Listen up, miss. In a typical adventurer game, the adventurer is the most important and only controllable character. And all the rest characters, including you, are just stage props to decorate the adventurer's journey. Understood? While he spoke, the beardman kept knocking on the Adventurers Guild sign with his knuckles. Seele didn't understand much, but in her eyes, the two words suddenly suddenly became dazzling and unmatched glory. What was I thinking about? Becoming an adventurer seems a million times harder than I imagined. But the Adventurer's Guide says the guild can give new adventurers quests for them to earn gold and XP. The man took a quick glimpse at the booklet in her hand and finished his drink in one go. Ugh. Yeah, it does say that, but times has changed, young lady. That's okay. I don't mind if it's boring or hard, and I can take less pay. ... Be that as it may, I'm afraid I don't have many quests for you. Maybe you can try this one first. I've got to warn you first. It's the easiest kind of quest, and I can only pay you 1 gold. The man grabbed a rolled up and worn out paper from under the counter and handed it to Seele. I'll take it. Thank you so much, sir. I finally got a quest. I'm on it right now. Seele carefully folded the quest sheet and put it in her pocket before she ran out to the door. Her heart had soared up and taken to the sky, and it was no wonder she missed everything the man said later. Phew, that's easy. Got to give it to you. You're a master of scams. The man filled himself up and took a sip. My trick only works on small girls who haven't seen any of the world yet. Come on, don't sell yourself short. I'd easily fall for it if I wasn't a frequent at your place. Don't tell me you believe running errands for him makes you an adventurer. You'll be a bigger fool than I reckon. Ha! The world we live in today, we don't have any adventurers, and we sure don't need one. Damn right! With a Dark Lord gun, adventures are nothing but jokes. Come on, let's drink some more. What? Also, so they lied to her. 8 hours later. The quest wasn't particularly hard. Deliver some freshly brewed beer back to the guild. Back to that, Seele needed first to get some beer from brewery outside the town. And to do that, she needed to source some wheat and hops for the brewery. The hops part was easy, but wheat had to be fetched from the other side of the town. And to get her hands on the wheat, she needed to knock down the magical scarecrow guarding the wheat field. Damn. To defeat the scarecrow, she needed to upgrade her weapon, which again involved shopping at the alchemist shop. The purchase for the upgrade wasn't really cheap, and Seele's very thin purse certainly didn't help. After figuring it all out, Seele traveled across the town back and forth from dawn till dusk. Fortunately, at the end of the day, Seele managed to return to the guild with 2 barrels of freshly brewed beer. Phew! Even a beginner adventure requires a lot more effort than working at the flower shop. They tricked you. Ah, I'm gonna smack that. Ah, look at her. Is that a sword on her back? No! Okay. But I think I'm on the right track to becoming a strong adventurer. She worked hard to hold down her excitement and try not to look so rookie. After making sure everything was ready again, she took a deep breath and pushed open the front door of the guild. Oh, hey old guy, quit playing dead. Show me your bite when you were fooling me. Guildmaster, I'm back. Zelda, huh? Who the heck are you? Eee! Hey you, don't pass out here. Hey! I forgot to read. Oh damn! Okay. So let's continue the story. Whee! Oh, the music is back. Yes. A heavy smell of drunkards overwhelmed her instantly and almost knocked her out. Actually, she did pass out. And when she finally woke up from the knockout, why does the sky look so blue? She thought hard for a moment before she realized she should be looking at the guild's roof instead of the blue sky. Well, the roof was torn down just a minute ago or so. Adventurers Guild. On the wall was smeared by paint splash. The solemn guildmaster was now hung upside down. Everything was in a mess, and the culprit was sitting at the counter, seizing up a barely awake Seele. Looks like this one will be fine. Look at her. I don't know what is her age, Rosalia. Before she getting the core augmented core. Without the blood-like paint on her face, the strange girl began to look a lot less scary in Sele's eyes. Since you're alright, I should bounce now. Got business. If I scared you, sorry, that wasn't my intention. The girl grabbed the bottle by her, leaped off the counter, and walked out. Seele found her no taller than herself. Wait! Seele didn't even know why she said that. What? You wanna revenge the bastard? You can't drink. You're still underage, like me. It's cherry juice. I don't drink. Is it too weird for the tavern to stock some cherry juice for cocktails? Tavern? Isn't here the Adventurers Guild? Alright, the guild master. We have to help him. Ah! Seele barely got up when she found a giant sword came swooshing down right before her, blocking her way. I can see why you bought the cheap scam in the first place now. Never seen an easier mark than you. What? This place is a tavern, true and true. Only its name Adventurers Guild. Huh? The bastard probably have got tons of dopes like you to work for him free in the name of the guild. He tried to pull his old tricks on me. It didn't work and well, things got a little bit pussycat. Hey, what's wrong? Seele collapsed to the floor and froze like a statue. She simply couldn't face the music. The glorious Adventurers Guild on the wall now seemed more like a blinding mockery at her stupidity. Wait, you came here because you wanted to become an adventurer too, right? Huh? Got it wrong, miss. I'm just looking for something in the tower. And I came here only because someone might show me the way. The tower? That would be the Dark Castle. You wanna go there? Doesn't matter whether I want or not. I've got a reason to be there. I'm going there too. My sister Bronya. She went there and never returned. The guild is the only lead I have. I don't want to stop here. So let's do this together. Huh? That look. You look incredibly strong. You're probably the strongest besides Bronya. And that's why I need to bring you along to slow me down. I'm not going to slow you down. I can fight too. See this? She stood up and proudly swung her weapon a few times, only to be sniffed at by the girl. I also have this, the Adventurer's Guide. From the Swindler? No, it's not. Bronya left me this. It has all the knowledge you need to know as an adventurer, and the way to get to the Dark Castle too. Cross the Emerald Woods to reach the Elder Ruins, and find the way to the Floating Isles with the Grand Sage's help. Sounds pretty easy. Thanks, miss. The girl patted on Seele's shoulder and passed her by to walk out of the tavern. Seele tried to follow her, but the giant's word once again blocked her way and said no to her in a loud and clear way. Why are you following me? Aren't we partners? The book says every adventurer travels with partners. You weren't listening. I told you I'm no adventurer and I don't wanna be one. Plus, I don't need a partner either. But... No but. Stop following me. The girl sounded just as icy as her face. She wasn't even angry. She was simply denying Seele's childish request. Seele wanted to say something more, but then she realized she wasn't in any place to make a request. Just then, a most unbefitting sound broke the awkward silence. Ah! Stomach rumbles. Ah! Wow, every situation of girls. I have some dry bread. Would you like some? Do you take me for a stray cat that takes food from my any hand? Hey, if you were, you'd certainly be a fierce kitten that greets anyone with your bare teeth. Dot dot dot. Take it, you're welcome. It doesn't taste good, but it will make your belly stop singing. The girl hesitated for a moment before she dropped her weapon to take the bread. Thanks. So, guess we are partners now, right? Dot dot dot. Follow me if you must, but don't expect me to protect you. No. I can protect myself. Don't lie to yourself, Seele. You're weak and you know it. Alright. So, think this as me returning the favor. I'll train you. Heart. Huh? Don't act surprised, miss. I just need some distraction to kill the boring time. And training with Delta may get you killed. So, it's probably too early to cheer for it. Understand? Delta? Is that her name? Sounds familiar. Alright, it was written on the tavern's wall. What now? Are you regretting? No. No matter how hard it is, I can definitely keep up. Thank you so much, Madame. Madame Delta. Madame. Ha, I like your attitude. Beats the two brats by a mile. But stop calling me that. Do I look that old to you? No. It's just that you handle things in a mature way. If you don't like it, I can simply call you Miss Delta. Well, that's slightly better. Present time. Center of Emerald Woods. The spring was splashing and leaves were whistling. Fresh sunshine announced the beginning of a new day. And also announced the nightly search of Seele and Delta was totally in vain. Dot. Let's take a break here, Seele. I'm fine, Miss Delta. Not sleepy at all. Damn. No, indeed, Seele didn't see the tree right in front of her and bumped it into in a heart. Ouch! That didn't hurt at all. I'm an adventurer. Strong and tough. Seele tried to get on her feet, but Delta approached her and held her down with her hand on Seele's shoulder. Rest, Seele. You're tired. Oh, okay. Dot. Delta lifted her hand and sat down by the tree while Seele lay down on the thick and soft leaves. Miss Delta. What? I've been training with you for a while. Do you think I'm a qualified adventurer yet? Dot. At first I thought I was gonna train with dumbbells and sandbags, but it turned out to be acting on the stage. Dumbbells and sandbags? They're not for you, at least not now. As a touring troupe, we can make some dough to feed ourselves and get rid of the unusual adventurer troubles. As for the sword fighting, it's just part of the play. Burp. but I figured that's quite enough for your level right now. Yeah, yeah, right. Every time we put on the show, you scare me a lot. Like you were the real Dark Lord. Well, maybe your feeling is telling the truth. Hmm? Spook. Seele jumped on her feet instantly and met Delta's enigmatic eyes. Look at that! Menacing. You look super scary all of a sudden. Well, follow me and there's be no shortage of scarier freaks along the way. That I can guarantee. Huh? Someone even more scary than you? I can't imagine. Ouch. You'll know when it comes. Seele, this Dijin we're seeking, where is she now? Dijin. Am I pronouncing that right? Let me see. According to the guide, she lives at the center of the woods by the clearest spring. Only with the water Dijin's help can an adventurer cross the woods and reach the ruins that lie behind. Wait, that's God Kiana. Water Dijin. No adventurer would miss her dwelling because God's will guide them there. That's what the book says. I think. Miss Delta, was I cheated again? Hello that. Wah! Seele's face turned red in an instant. She held her head and rolled over the leaves, weeping out loud. But a minute hardly passed before she stopped. Miss Delta, there's a road signboard under the leaves. A signboard? Yeah, it says the water Dijin is not ahead, which means she's actually ahead, right? Reverse psychology. Something occurred to Delta and she swung her sword to sweep clear all the leaves ahead. And before their eyes now lay one signboard after another. Turn around, the water Dijin definitely isn't ahead. Keep going and you'll find no water Dijin. So the water Dijin is definitely ahead, right? So where is she? Sis Katjana. Here. This was the clearest spring in the woods, clearer than the sky, and glittering like a sapphire. And the master of the spring, the silver-haired Dijin, was sitting by the spring, looking all sullen. Wow, she's smiling! Will an adventurer visit today? Yes, no, yes, no. She kept picking the petals of the flower in her hand, not aware of the two strangers approaching. That's the water Dijin. Miss Delta, we found her. Shh! Don't alert her, Seele. Watch closely before we move. Oh, okay. Well, looks like no adventure is coming today. Please don't be a grumpy old lady. She lowered her head and stared at her lonely reflection in the water. Young adventurer, did you lose this gold coin to the spring or this silver one? It's been so long since I asked someone this question. Gold coin, alright, it's in the handbook. To win the water Dijin's favor, you need to toss a gold coin into the spring. Nothing pleases her more. Tut. In a side note, the more coins you toss in, the better the sound and the more likely Dijin notice. Seele is so pure and pure-minded, pure-hearted. Just when Seele took out of a handful of coins from the backpack, Delta signaled her to stop. She pulled out something round and shining and tossed it into the water. The sound of gold coins dropping into the spring. Finally, an adventurer has come to visit. Water! The water Dijin stepped on the water to walk to where Seele and Delta hid. She waved her hand and what Delta dropped in the water was brought up to her wrapped in spring water. Young adventurer, is this your... Huh? What's with these arcade token coins? and two stick together. Can't even use them. Darn it! Who is messing me? Who is messing me? Show yourself! Miss Delta, I think the water Digin is upset. Miss Delta? Seele turned around and found Delta gone. Hey, water Digin, what's up? You must be the prankster who tossed this token, right? Their colors even match yours. Pink and cyan. Yeah, that's right, so give me back these tokens now. That's no way to treat the Digin who can help you become a worthy adventurer. You came here with no respect. I'll never. Ah! Delta broke her words with a swift slash. The blade missed the water Digin by a mere inch and parted the water. I say that's respect enough. Don't you agree? I'm so move on right now. Like, I don't see God Gana like that. It's your turn to repay my respect. Answer me, water Digin. Where can I find the ruins hidden behind the woods? Miss Delta is so impervious, she makes the perfect adventurer. But the water Digin is no slouch either. She didn't even wink before Delta's swords. Standing right behind Delta, Seele waited for the water Digin to reply, but she remained still and emotionless. I'm so very sorry, dear adventurer. Please come here and wash away your travel weariness in the refreshing spring. Or sarcasm. Alright, and please take them. Stamina potion handmade by me. Delta and Seele were both baffled. But they saw a water Digin who was bowing and apologizing non-stop. And then she took out 2 bottles out of nowhere, filled them with spring water, and handed over to Seele and Delta. There's some spring water? No. This spring is blessed by the goddess of water. It can cleanse your soul and wash away your sins. Wash away my sins, you god! You fucking god! If you don't mind the adventure, you can bathe in the spring and rinse the stigmata on your backs. Sounds impressive, so this is what a Digin is capable of. No adventurer can take down the Dark Lord without my help. Is the spring's water power really coming from you? So Bronya must have received your help, right? I'm looking for her, but I'm kind of lost. Bron. Oh yeah, I help her a lot too, of course. She didn't know. Lying comes with a price, water Digin. Anyway, she must have taken the adventurer's path just like every adventurer before her. But the map on the adventurer's guide shows the path ends before the woods. That's because I didn't draw it on the map. No, I mean, here comes the Great Water Digin's first advice. Seele's adventure guide. Maybe this idiot Digin came up with the first edition. The flowing spring will point out the direction for you. Oh, I see. Seele took out her pen and wrote it down on the booklet, totally unaware of what Delta tried to say but didn't. Just follow the spring, right? Got it. Thanks, Digin. Wait, adventurers. You can't be at the ruins yet? Huh? But why? Because there's a deer-headed monster. No, actually, there are 2. Deer-head monsters? Deer-head monster? Yeah, they're pretty tricky to handle. They guard the entrance to the ruins and test anyone who wishes to pass. Protectors of the forest. I doubt they can give me any trouble. That might be true, but still, there's no need to do this the hard way. The reason is being, they're only active in the day and they fall asleep after the sunset, which is the best time to defeat them. But isn't that cheating? How can we prove our worthiness without passing the trial? That's no cheating, only a shortcut. Adventures are supposed to be more than one-track-minded knuckleheads. Well, your partner may have enough reason to ignore the dear headmaster, but you... ... Seele pinched her fingers anxiously. She knew full well what the water digit meant to say. Seele, well, wait till nightfall. What? I couldn't care less about the trial, and I'm not wasting my stamina on it. Miss Delta. She patted on Sele's shoulder and sat down on the rock by the spring. Hey, idiot Dijin, do you serve anything else than spring water? No juice, cherry would be great, or blueberry. What do you take me for, a waitress NPC? And quit calling me that. That's the day where Emerald's Wood and Elder Ruins connect. Ah! Mr. Randall! The sun rose as usual that day, and its warmth wrapped her up like a snug blanket. Sweet dreams soon caught her. Sorry, I kinda paused there. There's a gap between once I saw her. Oh, that elf! Oh, that dress! Oh, that sleeping face! In or out of the dream, she was always the guardian and the knight who challenged every adventurer fair and square. In the dream, she began to think of that adventurer girl again. She didn't laugh much, but this emotional girl made her look almost like a smiley doll in comparison. It's Bronya. She had seen many adventurers. Some were easily defeated, while some gave her a real challenge. This girl clearly belonged to the former type. She couldn't help reminding the girl that she could train herself elsewhere before coming back for another challenge. But this girl wouldn't listen. She kept coming for more defeats. Slowly and slowly she became a trainer for her rather than a challenger giver. Slowly and slowly she began to forget why she guarded the entrance to the ruins. Slowly and slowly she started to pity the girl. You know there's no turning back and you don't even know what's waiting ahead, she reminded the girl. But still, the girl unsheathed her sword for the 99th time. And just like the 98 times before, her sword was knocked off. The sun rose and set. Finally, on one day, the girl passed the trial, bid her farewell, set foot on the path, and never returned. Oh my god, the wallpaper! Wallpaper! The sun set as usual this day. The moonlight gentle woke her up and captured the remnants of her dream. Nay! The deer-headed knight... Is that a deer? No, that's an elf. Headed knight came to her and told her about the day in the woods and the arrival of 3 strangers. They walked into the Emerald Woods, a place she couldn't and wouldn't leave. I don't know if I'm reading that right. She was the luck keeping the old forest and humanity's last home away from worldly troubles. The deer-headed knights were a blessing from the gods who stood guard for her while she rested in dreams. When the moon lit up the woods and she recovered from the dreams, the knights would join her eternal watch. It's king and queen, but I don't know the other one. She now walked out of the misty woods to stand before the 3 strangers. Proceed. Live in peace. Strangers, you shall not pass. Wait, what? Forest Legion and Water Legion. Okay. I got to tell you, she's the most difficult one to deal with around here. Water Legion? Why are you here? Should ask you the same, Forest Legion. Why are you still keeping the pointless pack? This is my mission. Da. So we waited till night and we get the toughest guy. Interesting. Hold on, Delta. I know her. She is stubborn, but she got a good soul. Let me talk to her and maybe we can sort this out. I know a much easier way. Delivered her great sword and took a step ahead. I can tell from miles off that she's different. Unlike you, she takes more than coins and nice words to convince. That. And I know exactly how to make her step back. Bam! Data leaped up for a crushing blow at Forest Legion, but her sword was blocked by deer-headed knights from nowhere. So they must be the deer-head monsters. Are they your friends? They are a blessing from the gods. Turn back now, stranger. This is now not your place. Ha! Interesting. This bubble universe is much more fun than I expected. Looks like I'll have to get serious a bit. Relax, Dijin. This will be quick. Am I going to fight her? Please say yes. Please say yes. Please say yes. Yes! The moon goddess will shield, answer my prayer, and bestow your blessing on me. That's a level. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, back up. Okay. Attack! No! I got knocked out. Hey! I'm so sloppy. Sorry, I'm so rusty. I'm so sleepy. Delta's great sword clashed once more with the deer-headed knight's shield. Come on, Dijin, I don't get you. Giving you plenty of opportunities, but you never followed up. Why? I've no reason to harm you. My mission is to protect and prevent. Blah blah blah. It's a duel. The winner lives and the loser dies. Simply as that. If you're not prepared to give it your all, you might pay a very dear price, Dijin. Delta dove down to the next attack and the deer-headed knight lifted its shield again in defense. Enough! Stop right now, you two. A wall of water suddenly rose up between Delta and the forest Dijin. Idiot, Dijin, what are you doing? If you get mixed up, my blade won't be able to avoid you. No, Miss Delta, don't hurt the water Dijin, please. Seele raised her sight and stood in front of the water Dijin. Her hands were as shaky as her voice, but she stood up nevertheless. Delta hesitated for a moment before she sighed and withdrew her steel. Great, you two just have to spoil a good fight. She took a swing casually and a thick tree fell in response. She sat on the trunk and began to drink cherry juice. So Dijin, can we pass now? Come on, don't be so rigid. You saw what she's capable of, right? Just let them pass. Why? Huh? You knew I'd stop them, but you led them here anyway. Why? No, you got it wrong. You got it wrong. I thought you had given up the pack and left this place like the others. After all, I'm the only misfit of our breed. Makes perfect sense for me to be left here alone. And when I came here before, I only saw the two deer heads and I got beaten up pretty bad. More lies, Water Dijin. No wonder we can get along. Come on, you know what I mean, and that's good enough. So can I take them into the ruins now? No. But why? I don't test adventures anymore. My mission now is to protect and prevent. Protect the woods and prevent anyone from entering the ruins. No, the pact that binds you has long ended, Forest Legion. As for now, you promised Bronya. Well, that's only a dumb promise, right? Dot dot dot. The Forest Legion didn't answer. She closed her eyes and looked like she was trying to remember something. Bronya? Miss Forest Legion, have you seen her? You are? I'm Seele, Bronya's sister. Her sister. No wonder. She could finally explain the familiarity she felt about Seele. They were too much alike in some way. Clearly, Seele wasn't as strong or brave as Bronya, but in her eyes, the Forest Legion found tenacity that even Bronya couldn't match. Bronya. She went to the Dark Castle but never returned. I want to find her. Miss Forest Legion, if you know. I've seen her. Seele and I made her a promise before I sent her away. A certain pact made me the guardian of the ruins. My only mission was to guide worthy adventurers to the Dark Castle. And Bronya, she didn't pass the trial in the first place. But she refused to give up. She challenged me again and again. In the end, when she finally passed the test, I realized she had become a friend to me rather than an adventurer. And as a friend, I made her a promise. Stop new adventurers from entering the Dark Castle after she left. Stop new adventurers? But what if Bronya fails? Seele, you know it better than me. Bronya never admits defeat. And after Bronya went to the Dark Castle, the scourge inflicted by the Dark Lord had mostly died down. The Dark Castle once was a black hole sucking in all adventurers and putting out all hopes and light. Now, monsters still ravage the land, but the black hole is put to an indefinite halt. That's why the adventurers path in hardly trodden upon. The world needs no adventurers when the Dark Lord is gone, eh? A peaceful world that doesn't need adventurers anymore. Isn't that what everyone's dream of? No. But Bronya never returned. If the world is safe, where is she right now? Sorry, I don't know. I feel an adventure isn't all about taking down the Dark Lord. Returning safely is also Bronya's mission. I miss her. Forest Legion, just let them pass. I'll tag along and make sure they're safe. No thanks, I'm not taking more dead weight. What are you calling dead weight? I'm a powerful Legion. I can heal and bless. Oh, bless my dick, please. I don't fight as well as her, but neither does any other Legion. She's freakishly strong even for a Legion. No, I meant that as a compliment. Don't get it wrong. The politician closed her eyes again and withdrew her lance. Leave now before I regret. Huh? Eh? But remember, there's no turning back once you step into the ruins. You might find the truth you seek, but it might not be the truth you want. Enough with your readers. Guess we won't be seeing you again. So let's go. Oh, yeah. Goodbye, Miss Water Legion and Forest Legion. Thank you. May the spirit of the forest be with you. May the spirit of the spring. Hey, wait a second. You two are leaving me here? I got you here, remember? The Water Legion took off to catch up. The Forest Legion whispered something to her when she passed by. The Water Legion paused for a brief moment before she hurried ahead into the tunnel leading to the ruins. What did he say? Seele slowly fumbled forth in the darkness, while Delta followed her closely. The Water Legion eyed Delta. Someone tied up your tongue? Tut. The Forest Legion told me you didn't give it all in the fight, and that she'd be on the ground if you did. Ha! I should point out it was you who held me back. That's because you monstrous power reminded me of the demons, or even the Dark Lord. I think she felt it too. That. Is she the Dark Lord? Having horns isn't having horns isn't making you a demon, okay? Come to think of it, if your story is passed down, you'll probably be called Delta, the Demon Adventure. Demon Adventure. Not bad. Delta? Who are you exactly? That. I wanna know her story. Why she did become that? Come on, why so serious? I'm just kidding. As long as you can slay the Dark Lord, no one cares if you will become the next one.
私を探してる？焦ることはない。すぐに再会できるよ。
Damn. Is that all? Oh, there's more. Okay, that's part 1. That's more than I can take. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Is this new? Yeah, these are finished. Okay, I'll record another long story in Elder Ruins 1 to 4. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, see you in the next video. Goodbye.